Girl Scouts is an excellent thing to do in your free time because of the opportunities it offers you. There's such a wide network of girls and such a wide network of things that you can experience.
I think Girl Scouts is amazing because it gives you an opportunity to do things that you wouldn't do on a regular basis.
Girl Scouts gives a girl the opportunity to be herself and learn a skill, courage, confidence, and character in a very comfortable setting that she is not competing with other girls in the way that you do with sports and other activities that you're involved in.
Number one, it's a really flexible experience. The design of a Girl Scout troop really is up to the community of women and girls and families that come together to make it work for them. And that means from a scheduling standpoint, but it also means from the kinds of program and experiences that those girls are going to be seeking.
I think that Girl Scouts offers not only the opportunity to get outside, but also a history to go with it and tradition and something that can link us to our past that can also lead us farther into our future. So I love that there's an establishment of Girl Scouts here in Colorado that's been around for so long that these kids can walk into council and look up on that wall and look at the kids that have earned their gold awards years ago and have a connection with them and really take that with them as they lead their own journeys.
I like doing all the crafts they do, helping others, and going out in the wilderness and doing stuff like camping and stuff like that. I really love the crafts we do because it's so cool, and after we're done doing this, we're gonna take down a tent and put it back up. I think it's fun because we get to do a lot of fun stuff and we do fun crafts.
I think the best thing about being a Girl Scout is just being able to do a bunch of really fun activities with all my sister Girl Scouts.
The adventures you get to go on and the outdoor experiences and the experience of just having fun.
What I love about being a Girl Scout is that not only do I get to learn new things and experience new situations, but I also get to spend it with my friends and make new friends, and that's a really important thing to me. When we first started Girl Scouts, none of us really knew each other, and it was kind of awkward at first. But eventually we got to see each other and see our what we can do and our strengths and our weaknesses, and we really learned a lot about each other.
I think it's a great thing being around girls that are doing the same thing, that are being interested in the same thing. Wanting to empower themselves and get involved in their community is something that I think, especially within the 21st century and definitely within my generation, you're not seeing a lot of. So for Girl Scouts to be there and seeing that girls really have this friendship working on, where they work on projects that are not only benefiting themselves but are benefiting others, shows you that those friendships become so much more stronger because you're working to do something that's more than yourselves and looking to impact the community as well as your friendships as well.
They truly are my sisters. I wouldn't trade the friendships that I have for anything. You have such a tight-knit community because you are focusing individually, so you share a lot of interests. We're so alike.
It's like sisters. It's like a family, and we're all really close and everything, and sometimes we disagree, but then you kind of just get over it, and you just learn to work with people, and it's fun because you get to choose what you want to do, and you get to do it with fun people that you trust.
I really like the field trips we got.
Like to the aquarium to learn about sea life and learn about all the animals that live in the sea.
One of the other cool things that we've done was indoor skydiving, and like that kind of fueled me. Like I really want to go real skydiving now.
Going to a Moroccan restaurant.
We went tubing on the Colorado River, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. It was so fun because it was like all the water, and it was cold, but it was just fun because like we were with like everybody and we're all laughing and having a good time.
We went to Galveston, Texas, an island off the coast of Houston, and we were able to go there, meet the people, see the sights, kind of explore the history. We went on a ghost tour. So it just let us explore travel, but with this group of girls that I've been with for almost 6 years now.
Always hold hands if you're going on a walk. If you get lost at nighttime, you should look at the North Star.
So I've learned how to build a campfire and like which animals can be poisonous and plants can be poisonous.
As soon as I started Girl Scouts, I started sewing, and I realized how much fun it is and how it can really open your eyes to new things. And I kind of used that as an example for every new activity we tried. And I tried to tell myself if I was nervous about a new activity, it's like sewing. It might be like sewing. You might not like it at first, but in the end you might end up loving it. And that has been true for every single activity we've done.
I started Girl Scouts in kindergarten, and it's been really a great opportunity to grow as a person, just from being a 5-year-old doing a lot of arts and crafts projects, and then now starting my own community service projects. It's just really helped me grow as a person and expand my horizons.
Girl Scouts has taught me that I can do anything that I put my mind to.
There was a swing at the Scout show that when I got to the top of the swing, it kind of scared me because I'm a little bit afraid of heights. But my friend Nina kept telling me, don't look down and then you won't be as scared. And that really helped me out a lot.
I ran for student body president at my school, and like she said, I don't think I would have been able to do that without the courage that my friends at Girl Scout camp had given me.
Like I'm not afraid to try different activities or tackle a big project that can make a difference in my community, because through Girl Scouts I've seen no matter what it is, I know I can do it.
Definitely having other girls around you that you can feel secure with and feel to completely express yourself however you want has definitely made me a lot more confident, making sure that like people aren't going to judge you for different things, and just having the qualities of other girls and having that support that you may or may not get within the school atmosphere or outside with other friends that aren't taking part in exactly what you're doing. I would say it's definitely made me a lot more confident to know that I can voice my opinions and someone will be listening no matter if they're taking action on it or not, but there's a place where you can actually talk and your ideas can be heard to create something better.
Courage and character and confidence, I think those things create a leader, and I feel like when they gave me those, I became a natural leader, and I felt like this was something I had to do. And because of that, I've become a great babysitter. I've been student body president, and I've done tons more things in my Girl Scout troop, the school, and the community.
I like being in Girl Scouts because it makes the world a better place.
Finding places in the community that you can help, so it not only benefits you in the long run, but you're learning to benefit the community around you as well.
We did WOW, which was Wonders of Water, and we learned to conserve water.
Making crafts for the Children's Hospital. This year we did the gathering place is for women and kids who are run out because their husbands are maybe, mean to them, or so every year we do that kind of thing.
It makes me feel incredible that I can give back to the community, especially because they've done so much for me, for my school, for really everyone, and it's a really great thing that we can give back while having fun.
I'd say everything that you can be a part of and everything that you have the opportunity to become a part of and giving back to the community is what allows you to become a confident leader and a confident girl and someone that can impact the world later on.
For volunteers, it's extremely rewarding work because they're able to use the skills that they already have and that they learned and to pass it on really to the next generation. Most important parts of Girl Scouting are our fantastic volunteers. We have volunteers from across the state, from every possible walk of life that you can imagine. And they bring the knowledge and the skills that they have.
Girl Scouts is the right place for girls to learn and to grow because we provide all different kinds of experiences and strong experienced role models for those girls to see themselves and think about how, you know, their future might look if they were going to go into business. With our cookie program, we put in front of our girls all different kinds of entrepreneurial experiences and experts, or if they want to try on other different kinds of skills like being a naturalist or going into the medical field or at other different kinds of leadership positions. This is their opportunity to get connected with the experts and especially female leaders in those fields where you know, they can really see a positive and strong future for themselves in leader roles.
As a Girl Scout troop volunteering leader, I have seen that I have been able to work with the girls and they've benefited from the inspiration I can give them to look beyond their immediate world and see what's out there and educate them on how to get out there and do things and give them the energy to go out and make a difference, learn new things and experience different wonderful things in life.
Yes, being part of the Girl Scout mission and being a volunteer really allows people to be a part of a young girl's life and really watch them grow and watch them build these traits that Girl Scouts so strongly tries and instills as character and courage and that sense of willpower and positive risk-taking and independence and kindness and goodness and all those things that make people these days just successful and positive people in our world. And just being part of that mission, being part of that experience really offers these volunteers that ability to help instill into these young women.
I think today more than ever, girls, kids in general, but girls especially, have so many things tugging at them. They have so many things vying for their attention and their time, and a lot of those can sometimes be negative. So I think today more than ever, it's just really important that we give them good options and good role models.
Girls nowadays are under a lot of pressure to be something they're not. So a positive role model who's confident in herself can just teach a girl that it's okay to be herself and do what she wants to do, that the sky's the limit.
So showing them what girls can do and what women can do. So, I mean, for me, to be able to do just something that shows my daughter and other girls that there's really no limits and there doesn't have to be any limits on what they can achieve. And I think Girl Scouts really gets them started off on that road. And so many of these kids, they know what their parents do. They see what their teachers do. They have no idea the opportunities that are beyond that are out there for them. And I think that getting involved in something like Girl Scouts can show them that. They can show them that they can become anything. They can become a camp director. They can go beyond that and become an engineer. They can learn sciences, math, anything they want to do. It's all out there for them if they just know it's available.
I've got to watch someone start as a kindergartner being 5 years old and grow into these cadets in 8th grade and just watch them build and become strong young women.
I've got one girl in my troop who her parents don't go camping, they don't experience the outdoors, it's just not their typical vacation, and she really wanted to give it a try, but was really timid and shy about it. So she actually partnered up with my daughter over summer, and they went down to Sky High together and did a week of summer camp together, and they were able to use their bond that they already had to experience that together and get through it. And it was intimidating for her to be away from home for an entire week in a camp, but she loved it, and now she goes every year.
I've had a girl, it took 2 years for her to want to speak out in the troop. We would ask questions of the girls, and she would raise her hand, and I'd call on her, and she would put her hand down with nothing to say. And as we became more comfortable with each other playing games, I let her be who she was, and by the end of our 2nd year, she was raising her hand and answering questions and feeling a part of the group. And that was in part to my helping her, as well as the troop just feeling like she was a sister in the group and she could be comfortable there. In the beginning she was scared and nervous. At the end she felt free for her voice to be heard.
I've really seen a shift in her attitude, more confidence, more poise, sort of a new willingness to take on new and different things and do so enthusiastically, as opposed to being a little shy about doing so.
My daughter has grown a lot in Girl Scouts. She has really learned when to have a voice, when to use it, and sometimes when to let other people speak up. So working well with others is something that's definitely changed with her.
I have had the opportunity and the honor of watching girls starting at the age of 6, entering, camp and in the Girl Scouts, and just watching them grow, who are now my counselors and leading other young girls into a life of enjoying the out of doors and experiencing the environment for what it has to offer, and staying active and building friendships and building those connections, and having the opportunity to watch those little girls that I had the opportunity to impact, who are now counselors, and the time that we sung around the campfire and had s'mores, that now those same girls who are now 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, who are now have the opportunity to sit around with those same young girls and sing campfire songs and roast s'mores. So.
You are committing yourself to the girls. It really is a commitment, because these girls are going to look up to you, and it really doesn't take much effort. You raise your own kids, you take them all sorts of great places, adventures, teach them all sorts of great skills. You have a blast doing it. It doesn't take a lot of time to prepare. You just have to be committed to wanting to help these kids. And they love it. They soak it up. Doesn't matter what activities, they want to participate.
My leader is a very great person, and I've known her for longer than I can remember, really.
It's just extraordinary that people can give up their time and effort to just be able to make other people happy.
Of seeing them want to be a part of our lives and wanting to help us work on badges or get things done or do a service project or impact the community has only shown me that there's people out there that do want to make a difference, even when they're older and not just when they're children. So seeing that and seeing that you can use it either in your career or just in life in general, I think makes the impact that you can do what you want as long as you set your mind to it and take the action to get there.
I've become the girl I am today, mostly I think again through the people that I've met. I actually am still in contact with some of the troop leaders from when I was a Daisy and a Brownie, so those women definitely had a really strong influence on my life and a person to kind of look up to and strive to be like.
I have really benefited a lot from it by trying new things I never would have done without them, like rock climbing, or climbing to the top of a mountain, or camping for nights on end. It's been endless, things that they have given me.
I think it's some of the same things I see in my daughter Larissa. It just gives you a sense of confidence, and it puts you in new situations and teaches you how to deal with those situations, and then you can take that and apply it to other things in your life. And I've seen that with her as well, so it certainly built that for me, and it's nice to see it with my daughter too.
So the benefits of volunteering with Girl Scouts of Colorado are really wide-ranging. You know, of course it starts with getting the opportunity to spend more time with young women and watching them as they progress and become the leaders that we know that they can be. But there's also amazing opportunities for the adult volunteers that come into our organization for some professional development. You know, learning how to run a Girl Scout troop and also stepping up into some of the other volunteer roles that are available, organizing local volunteers, providing adult learning opportunities, becoming a trainer, stepping into other kinds of camp opportunities and outdoor learning. All of those things really can track back and be amazing resume builders and professional development for our volunteers, both in the professional world but also in the personal development world also. Learning how to step up and schedule and run a troop, that's a pretty amazing skill set when you get that mastered. And Girl Scouts provides that platform for our volunteers to try on those skills and get better at it.
We have all kinds of opportunities for volunteers.
We have opportunities for volunteers who have a little bit of time to give, and we have opportunities for volunteers who have quite a bit of time to give and really want to see themselves in a strong volunteer position.
You can be a troop leader, which is really a fantastic calling, but we understand that, you know, that really takes a lot of time. But we also have volunteers who mentor our Bronze, Silver, and Gold Award girls who work through the year to help them with their projects. We have volunteers who actually come and work in our shop and who do what we call episodic volunteering, which they may just want to volunteer for one event or one time. So we will really fashion your volunteer experience to what you can contribute and what time you have to give.
We provide an amazing volunteer experience for family members of young girls, but we also welcome volunteerism from all different kinds of members of the community. Young women and men who are interested in just giving back and providing a leadership experience for girls. Grandmas and grandpas, we have a strong volunteer opportunity for grandmas and grandpas with our troops to support those troops as they're, you know, doing the Girl Scout thing, as they're earning badges, as they're selling cookies. So we have an opportunity for volunteers from all walks of life to see themselves reflected in Girl Scouts and find a place for them. Now, one of the biggest ways to be a Girl Scout volunteer and the biggest needs we have for volunteerism in Girl Scouts of Colorado is to be a Girl Scout leader. Being a Girl Scout leader can be a flexible volunteering experience. There's no one-size-fits-all troop for Girl Scouts these days, and so we really try to make the troop experience work for the community of Girl Scouts that are coming together, and that can be a once-a-month kind of situation, or you can meet, you know, and provide more time with your girls. So we try to meet and sit down with every single one of our volunteers and come up with a scenario and a schedule and something that works for that particular volunteer and that particular Girl Scout community. I understand that to make Girl Scouting happen today for young girls, just like it happened for me when I was younger, we need a strong volunteer support structure. We need to make sure that our volunteers are well taken care of and that they know how to do what they need to do for girls today to provide that Girl Scout experience.
You don't find it difficult to be a leader. With anything you do, there's challenges, but there's a lot of support. We have a sisterhood for the leaders. It's not just about the girls. So they give us a lot of resources to use as leaders, and they also show us the other sisterhoods and the other leaders that we can connect with to really just make it fun for all of us. We have a great support team.
We have a statewide organization that supports the volunteers through our program associates and our volunteer support services, so that if you are a volunteer and you have a project that you want to work on, something that's near and dear to your heart, you can come in and the program staff will help you design the project and the time that you're going to do with the girls, and get you into the system, get you the materials that you need, and help you make it really worth your while as a volunteer.
In order to become a Girl Scout volunteer, we first ask you to go through a really quick interest process where you just provide a little bit of information about yourself and the community in which you live in and what kind of volunteer role you'd like to join up with. And then it's our job to reach out to you and kind of talk you through what the possibilities are and get you on the right track with training and support. Our new leaders probably have the most amount of training that we ask them to do. A lot of those training opportunities are provided online through webinars that are on demand that you can fit into your schedules. And then we also provide you with a community of other leaders and experienced Girl Scouts who will offer you training both in person and then informally through local leader meetings and community meetings with both adults and girls, so you can get that ongoing support and answers to your questions that you need in order to continue to have a strong volunteer experience with us.